Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just come down to XRP. Once again, thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So we have to be really careful here with XRP. Like I said to you, if we fail to close above this one fib and start to come back in for a deep correction, it could indicate, that what we've got is not necessarily impulsive off the lows and it's still corrective. And we have got a massive bear market on our hands here for XRP. Now, XRP has done everything it needs to down here to say that the bottom's in. That from 18th of June, coming up impulsively, correctively, impulsively. But what we need to see here is some kind of correction that doesn't lose this wave one high. Some kind of correction, whether or not it's done or it's coming back down like that, and we need to see the break of the one fib to conclude that we've got another impulsive move, and that would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that would be a macro wave one for me going forward, and that would be really impulsive. Now the opposite of that is that the fact that we are still really bearish here for XRP, and it's not necessarily bottomed out, and what we've got is just a continuation, of this whopping downtrend. From here you've got a low, you've got a high, you've got a lower high, and right now you've got another lower high, and right now you're putting another lower high, and you're making a series of lower lows, and you're just still basically technically coming down, running to resistance, looking for the continuation, and the correction's not necessarily in right here. That's the bearish scenario. So the opposite of that, we need to see impulsive moves and corrective moves going up, and obviously coming for your correction, holding key level support, and then continue. So that's what we need to see. So right now you could say, what we've done, we're putting a lower high than this high here that we're putting on the 23rd of September, I think it was, for XRP, and we're beginning a retracement back down to this low here, the 0 fib. So like I said to you, this is really important going forward, that if we do come in for a big retracement and the markets do dump, we need to see the lows hold. Primarily to give a looking glass to whether or not you're in a big correction or you're in a big impulsive move to the upside. So right now you have ran into a brick wall, you failed to take out the one fib, and you are beginning a retracement right here. So you have nominal levels of support for the continuation of this trend. Now if you fail to hold them support and you start to come down and do something like that, that could be a looking glass. Wow, all we've got here is a simple correction, continuation that's going to sweep them lows right now. And no one can guarantee to you with a certainty what it's going to do. It's all about support and resistance, but rest assured, the one thing that's telling me, the data, it's not hopium, it's data, is telling me right now that XRP has indeed bottomed. Right now you've got your structure of a beautiful bottom as well on the weekly time frame, just there, beautiful W bottom just there, breaking up into resistance, getting multiple closes above the 10 at 20 EMA, which is something we want to see. You're holding on just there. If we can get multiple closes above this level as well, you are doing pretty much like what you did here, where you bottomed out, W double bottom pan, ran up into resistance, called up, held this neckline, stayed above the 20 EMA as well. Look at that, the yellow line, which is what we want to see here. If we can stay above this yellow line for a long period of time, you're going to create a massive confluence here that, the bottom's in. You're building a foundation, like I said to you, build that foundation. Don't come back down to lose these lows, and then boom, you're looking at a breakout eventually down the line. Now I know a lot of people, they want something like that, don't they? But you don't see that. You build the foundation like that. Test, back test, support, breakout, back test, support, breakout, back test, support. We're looking at continuation, but at this point we made a lower high and we've come down essentially right now. So this particular leg just there is very similar to this leg here. I know we've got this big correction here, but this was the C word dump, capitulation down there, immediately brought back up, high, low, broke out, made that high, fell back to the neckline of support. So essentially, if this is the bottom, we're doing something like that, fell back to this neckline of support, coil up like this above the 20 like we did here. We start to see that over the next sort of few months to weeks here for XRP. You've got to conclude that you've bottomed out right now. And if I see that, then wow, can jump up and down and say the bottom's in, and we're looking at up only into 2023, which would be amazing. And it could be coupled with the SEC case. The worst case scenario is that this is simply corrective and boom, we're all out of pants pulled down and we're looking at a massive impulsive move to the downside right there for XRP. And I do think that if you start to see that, this foundation that you've created down here, it could indicate that you are in a massive correction, one a lot deeper than we anticipate right here for the crypto markets, because you're not holding data-driven lows right there. The only anomaly in this correction, that's not necessarily, people think it's a massive bear market, and granted it could be, is the fact that we've only corrected around about 85%, isn't it, for XRP from them highs last year. It's only been an 85% correction, right? So usually in a bear market we do see something like a 95-99% bear market for XRP, but this is the only anomaly that's got me scratching my head that if it is a correction and we've got this big impulsive move, then it has to hold this low. Do you understand? Because if you are in a bear market and you've got this high, high, you can say pretty much you're going to take that low, and you're in a minimal 95% correction, which is down there at 8 cents. So you are going to lose that low because you're in a bear market. Do you understand? So this is why I still think that this is still corrective. Coming back down, it's got a massive wave 2 correction. This was a massive impulsive leading diagonal wave 1. This has been a huge wave 2. Right now you're doing everything you need to say that your wave 3 is coming in. Do you understand? And this was an impulsive, corrective, impulsive. So this is a larger macro sort of bull market that you're in, regardless of the 85% drawdown or whatever. To negate that, we have to lose that low and then come down 95%, which is a bear market projection for XRP if it's in a bear market. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? So, this has always been my argument, that it's not necessarily a bear market, it's a correction. It's a correction within a larger bull market. But for that to actually ring true going forward, we have to hold these lows. Because if we don't, then I have to project that you are in a bear market, and you are in a monster bear market, and you are coming down 95% to 5 cents and beyond, because this would mean that this is a massive impulsive move to the downside, and this is basically a correction back up to the 2017 highs, basically some kind of A, and this some kind of big C that will see you come down to the 5 cent mark because you're losing that low right there. So this low is absolutely paramount for XRP. So I don't want to scare anyone, but it's just something we have to keep on our radar. Like I said to you, if XRP comes down to sweet some lows, I'll seriously think about my position in XRP for a very long time, because structurally you're breaking structure, you're not doing things you've always done, piercing the EMAs like that, your RSIs oversold. So many factors right there were telling us that particular bottom right there was the bottom, and so far we've got the beautiful reaction coming up, running into resistance, coiling up potentially. We start to see that over the next few months. We've got to conclude that it's bullish, but failing that, lose that, boom, bearish, impulsive move. And when does this thing end, basically? And you could be looking at a massive bear market right here for XRP, and that's the truth. Okay, so I'll always show you what I see right now on the 4 hourly time frame. What we do need to see, if XRP does come in for its big correction, okay, this is basically some kind of A, some kind of B or whatever, and we're coming for a large correction and we come down, we do need to see two things. Primarily this wave 1 high, because this is a wave 1 just there, okay, that we put in on the, when did we do that? We put that in July, sorry. If this is an A, B, C wave 4, so we've got an A, B, C, and this is your wave 4 correction, okay, if that is the case, then this wave 1 high has to hold at 0.496. If it fails to hold that, falls through and fails to hold this green line, devastating in my opinion for XRP going forward. It could be a looking glass to the fact that you're not in a big bull market anymore, you're in a massive monster bear market, and that's the truth of it. So you will go up, you will come down. I don't mean to scare people, but it's all about support and resistance. So I hope you understand that update. So right now, if this does start to come back down and we have a throwback back into this pattern here, then this trend line has to hold. And equally, I think on the daily time frame just there, on the daily time frame, it's a 20 EMA, isn't it? So this is a primary level support as well. If we were to get a bit of a correction coming back in, this could be a really good area to load up on XRP if you're not already loaded up. But one thing we're looking at, if you watch the Bitcoin video, there is an ascending level support on Bitcoin at the moment, okay, that's had 1, 2, 3 touches. Now I always look for 3 touches as support, so technically Bitcoin could actually be carving out some kind of ascending triangle right there, and if it gets really close to the apex and breaks out, then this thing is going to follow suit right there for XRP. So you understand that update, okay? I've not got a crystal ball, I can't see into the future. It's all about support and resistance, and I always give you your valid points of support and resistance. That if you break resistance, bullish; if you lose support, bearish, and it really is that simple. I wish I could tell you 100% what XRP is going to do, but I can't. No one can. Okay, it's all about support and resistance. The positive note is we've bottomed, we've had a beautiful reaction off that bottom, but we need to see the structure and the follow through going forward. So like I've always said to you, patience is key with XRP. Hope you enjoyed that update. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care everyone, bye bye.